my channel, welcome. This is gonna be a good time for understanding what's going on. This is a very significant reading that I'm going to do. It's very significant on how I do these readings. They are very good, they're very interesting, and everything will be all short and sweet. But this is very significant, you know. Um, Further ado, without any question. Um, we always figure this out, you know, if we are starting to have a good day rather than having a bad day, having a bad day instead of having a good day. It's the worst case scenario, you know, and it happens. It happens to all of us when we decide that, oh, we're having a good day, and then, it's like when you're at home and you have nothing to do, right? And then you feel that you're going to get depressed, and then everything seems to be like, oh well, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to stay. I want to go out. Well, when you think about going out, you're going to think about going out, and then it's like you're going to say, uh, where are my friends? Why are they not out and about, right? And people have different things, right? People are busy with their own ways. Now think about this. It's that simple. Is that how that seems to be, right? And when I think about this, it's basically that how that is. I think, nonetheless is that everything seems to be okay, everything will be seems to be all dandy and what have you. But give and take that this is a very interesting reading. You know, I think that in my own experience that we have different ways of how this is. You know, I think in my own interesting way of how it seems to be, I try to figure this out. I think that everything seems to be all dandy and whatever and what have you and blah 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 blah. And it seems to be how that is. So you have that experience where you enjoy what's going on and what seems to be happening, and that's what it seems to be. So here, here it is. Let's start. So you have the left side and you have the right side. Okay. So on the left side you have the tarot represents take your time. Basically, you're going to take your time as long as you need to. Taking your time, you can slow down what you're going to do in life. It's that scenario of how it seems to be, right? And that's how it kind of is, right? Because you're taking your time about having a good day. You're enjoying your time, but that's not simple. That's not very like a piece of cake. It's not that, right? And you have to decide about what's going on now. On the right side, you have the elephant is you can overcome any problem. So if you have experiences about having a positivity, that's fine. But if you have negative, it will draw back to you. It's you have all these different emotions, and it seems to be that, right? Now, first of all, this is what's going to happen now. I'll reveal these 4 cards to see what's going on. Okay. Now, let's see. So you have the A1s is upright. Okay. Followed by, okay, so now the King of Wands is reversed. Interesting. Interesting. Then you have on the left side is the Two of Cups reversed. Ooh. Followed by the Ace of Wands is upright. Now, it still kind of classifies about the fire signs represents Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. You have to work on something together. You know, I know it seems to be very interesting about how it is, where you have this way of you can overcome a problem, you know that you're taking your time, that's fine. But if you have the Two of Cups reversed, now that means that there's something wrong with you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, it's very not simple about how that is. Is that very intrusive? Is very naive about what's going on? You know, it's that simple. It's that way. Now, overall, this is good as long as it seems to be, but not really. It's not that kind of way of how that is, right? Now, interesting about that is that you have that. Now, I'll move this over here, move this over here, move this over here, because I'm going to get more cards here. So I'll see over here, and I'll see more over here. Let's see. We have, okay, so the King of Cups is up right here, followed by the Eight of Swords is up right now. See, this is how it seems to be. Okay, now the Eight of Swords represents air signs, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, so now you have that. Okay, now everything can be very impossible to make it possible, and that's fine. But in other words, you have to remember how that goes, right? You have to see it, you have to believe in it, you can do whatever you want to do. But it happens when things can go from a different angle, right? You have to look at them from a different way. Now, overall, that can be not very significant, but in a way, you have to remember about how that is. You know, it's that simple. It's that reason behind it, right? So this is not over yet. Let's keep going. So let's see what's the opposite of the King of Cups upright. Let's see the opposite of the Eight of Swords is upright. Let's see the opposite of the Eight of Wands is upright. What's opposite of the King of Wands reverse is upright. What's the Ace of Wands is followed by that. And what's opposite of the Two of Cups? So let's see. So we have the Nine of Water is your wish comes true. Conserve it away a love of life. This would be the Three of Air is great sadness. Take time to heal. The need to forgive yourself or others. Remember how I mentioned that about you can overcome any problem, right? Then you have the Knight of Water, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative, falling in love, or wedding proposals. The need to balance emotions, invitation to a social event, you know. And then you have the Four of Earth is being too various or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. And then all of a sudden, you have the Four of Water is missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. And last but not least, it's the way of how this is the Four of Air is time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide uh, answers. So you know you have that experience where you can go back and forth with all this. It's, I did mention about the air signs, now I'm mentioning about the water signs, and then earth signs come in, yeah, right? So now you have 12 zodiac signs in this picture. Well, kind of, really. But, in a way, I don't understand where there's only one reverse card, and it's only up, it's only here, though. That's underneath the Nine of Water. This is kind of very basic of how it seems to be. Like, nonetheless, that can be very interesting of how it is, right? You can understand what's going on. It's that feeling, it's that way of how that seems to be, right? And nonetheless, that this can be very interesting of how it can be. It's that way of how you can overcome something, right? And basically, I'm going to tell you a way of how it is. You have to find what you're looking for. Everything can be all great and dandy and what have you, and yeah, but you have to have this balance where you take your time as you're having a good day, that's fine. But if you can overcome a problem, let's say you had a negative day, then you're having a bad day. So it's like that's what the cards were saying to me, like, because you have to take your time to heal, you have to take your time to rest or take a vacation. That's this card represents, take your time. The earth signs are saying giving to those less fortunate. Open your eyes to possibilities. Waiting for proposals, the need to balance emotions, right? I just said that. So it's like if you have this way of how it is, that's what it seems to be. Because you have to know this. You have to know things from, my point of view, but you have to look at them. You know, that's why it's simple. That's what it has to be that, it's that way of how it seems to be. So, this is not over yet, but I'll keep going along with this. Then you will see the bigger picture. So, this is how it seems to be right now. It's going that way of how it seems to be, right? It's that simple, it's that way. So, it's like other words than that, you have to know exactly what's going on here, you know. So let's see what's going on. What's opposite of the Nine of Water? What's opposite of the Three of Air? What's opposite of the Nine of Water? What's opposite of the Four of Earth? What's opposite of the Four of Water? And what's opposite of the Four of Air? So let's see. We have the Emperor is upright, followed by the Hermit is upright. Oh my goodness gracious, wow. You have, oh, the Empress is reversed. Ooh. And Hangman is upright. Okay. And the King of Cups is upright. And you have the Strength reversed. Now, see, this is why I kind of do understand, like, there's something going on where, the Hangman represents that it's restrictions, right? You have restrictions. And then you have the Hermit represents, you're trying to find the soulmate, and you're trying to be in love with somebody and blah blah blah. See, you have to take your time. You can overcome any problem. You have the two of that way, right? Now, it seems about how that seems to be because, in other words, is that this is how you're going to look at them now. Because now you think that, okay, well, you have upright card, upright card, upright, upright card, card. But in a way, you have the strength card reverse, you have the Empress reverse. Like there's that way, But it seems that You have to overcome. You have to believe in yourself that you can do this. You know, I'm the one that's trying to help you on your journey. I'm helping you to go left or right. But from all zodiac signs, there are 12 zodiac signs. You have to understand that you can do this as long as you need to. You have to believe in yourself that you can do this. If you do not like to have a good day, why are you taking a chance to have a bad day? That's the question I'm looking for. You should answer it, right? Now, think about what I just said from that question. Why you're thinking about a good day rather than having a bad day? That's my question to all of you, right? You have to understand about that. You know, if it kind of contrast about two different things, you're having comparison. You're comparing two things, right? From the good and the bad. But you have to look at that. You have to look at that from that different way of how it seems to be. Like nonetheless, that can be very interesting about how it is. Yeah, but you have to believe in it. You have to say that, okay, Zoe Alex, I know what you're talking about. Exactly. But let's not stop there. Let's get going. It seems to be how that is. You have to figure that you can do this, right? If you're looking for a soulmate, look for a soulmate. If you don't have a soulmate, then you don't need one. But it's very simple, right? You have to believe that you can do this. Seeing is believing. Believing is seeing. Do you get that? I do. So it's like you have to figure that one out. You have to believe what I'm saying. Believe on what the cards were saying. Because you have to look at all this now. Now let's see if this is going to get even bigger. So, if we look at over here by the take your time card with the turtle. So you have, okay, the Empress is reversed, okay. So I'll take the reverse cards to see what's going on. And we have the Two of Cups reversed, okay, so we have that. So we have the Nine of Waters over there, okay. Over here, by the Elephant cards, we have the Strength card is reversed, so I'll put it over here. I'll put the Four of Air over here, and we have the Ace of Wands over here. So I'll put it over here. So I know that's Earth or Fire and Air over here. All right, let's see over here, shall we? The King of Cups is upright, yes. Four of Water is upright, yes. But not the King of Wands is reversed. Okay, so I'll put that over here. So do you see what I'm doing? I'm kind of like trying to figure out what's going on here in this picture. Because, it does make sense on how it seems to be, right? Like you have the Hangman is upright, followed by the Earth, followed by the Eight of Wands is upright. Like, I like that too. So it's kind of like making sense. You have the Emperor is upright, okay. You have the Nine of Water is upright, okay. And you have the King of Cups is upright, okay. That's alright. You have the Hermit card is upright, okay. Three of Air is upright, and you have the Eight of Wands is upright. Okay, so The only thing I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, the only thing is that why we have at least 4 reverse cards. Okay, I'll tell you. So we have the King of Wands is reversed. We have the Strength card is reversed. We have the Two of Cups is reversed, and we have the Empress reversed. Now, those 4 cards here are reversed. Now, let's see. Let's see what's the opposite of that card. So we're going to put them. Okay, we're going to put them on top of each other. Okay, so we understand what's going on because this is like a pattern here. Do you see a pattern here? Yeah, I do. Because you have, you have water, air, water. So water, air, then you have water, fire, and then go back from earth and all that. But this is how it seems to be, okay? Now let's see what's going on. Okay, so I'll put this one here, the Empress reversed, Two of Cups reversed, the Strength card reversed, and we have the King of Wands reversed. Now I'm going to look at these to see what the reverse cards are because this is how it seems to be. Now let's see. What's opposite of the Empress? What's opposite of the Two of Cups? What's opposite of the Strength? And what's the opposite of the King of Wands? Now let's see. The Six of Water is memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romancing the past. So we have back to water again. Two of Air is being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Did I mention about air earlier? Yeah, I did. And over here we have Five of Fire, competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. Didn't I say that? With fire. And last one but not least, Queen of Queen of Water, tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, loving. Relationships develop to a new level, trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. Back to water. So see how it is? You have water, air, fire, water. Like that's how it seems to be, right? That's a different pattern, right? And when you have all of this, you have to think about what's going on here, right? You have to decide what you're looking for. Now, I still have to remember that this is still almost a huge reading. But does it look like a big reading to you? It probably does. But you have to figure out that if you pay attention to what I'm saying, even if you listen to what I'm saying here, you have to understand that. You have to understand that toot sweet. You have to understand that everything will be okay. But you have to believe that you can do this. You can't say pretending there is no problem. Or you have conflict with others. Like, no, 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 no. You have to remember that you can do this as long as you need to, like 100%. But you need to believe that you can do this rather than just do nothing about it. Because when you have that mixture of having a good day rather than having a bad day, then what's the issue about having a bad day instead of having a good day? You have to make sense about that, right? If you continue about having a good day and let's say you're with your friends and everything's fine and blah blah blah, yeah, you're having a good day. But if you add conflict with others into having from a good day into a bad day, which means everything is going to fall apart into a disaster way. Now, do you see the problem? Yeah, you do. But you have to figure out, you have to figure all this of what I'm saying here. It's back and forth from from fire signs, earth signs, air signs, water signs. It's going back, you know. You have to believe in yourself that you can do this. You have to believe in yourself that this is a good motivation way of how it seems to be. Like that's what it seems to be. I'm not trying to confuse you all. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm telling you what's happening through the cards that I'm telling you about. It makes sense. You know, this is what it seems to be. This all makes sense here. But we're almost done. You have to figure out how this is now. Now, let me look at, okay, so we have the fire signs, we have the air signs, we have water signs, okay. Now, this is the thing that we're going to do this. Once I put the reverse cards that I've seen over underneath these cards over here, they are going to be on top of these, okay. Now, I'll do it again, only I'll see the big huge difference here. So I'll put them over here. So we're going to put these over here. But for these, because I'm going to do them again, I'll put them in different way. So let's say the Empress was over here. Let's say the Eight of Swords is over here. Let's say the Strength card is by the Eight of Wands. And let's say the King of Cups would be followed by the King of Wands reversed. Now, let's say about all those. Now, let's see if I put these in different order. So let's say the water over here, we have fire over here, we have the six of water over here, and we have the two of air. You see a pattern here almost like you have water here, air here, fire here. Like that's how it is. Now, if it changes, you can see it now. Okay? Now, we have to figure out what's going on now, right? So this is between a smaller picture, a bigger picture, but it's not over yet. It seems to be over, but it's not really. Okay? Now, let's see what's the opposite of the Queen of Water. What's the opposite of the Five of Fire? The Knight of Water, the Six of Water, Two of Air, and Ace of Wands. Okay, so these are the cards I'm going to say it, and then this is almost the end. Okay, so we have Page of Swords is reversed. We have Four of Cups reversed. Oh, wow. We have the Six of Cups reversed. Oh boy. We have the Three of Cups is upright. We have the Seven of Swords is reversed. Oh boy. And then we have the Four of Wands. Now, I just said about fire again. So see how it is? We have from back to reverse cards here, from the Four of Cups reversed, the Page of Swords reversed. We have the Six of Cups reversed. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. We have, and then we have only two upright cards, is the Three of Cups and the Four of Wands. Now, they're going back and forth, okay? So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, the water signs. So it's going back and forth. But reverse cards are different now. Okay, we have more reverse cards rather than upright cards. Do you see a difference? I do. Because now it's over 1, 2, and 3 here. Okay. Now, overall, this is going to be continuing. Why? Because, let's see. So if I take out the Page of Swords reversed, the Four of Cups reversed, the Seven of Swords reversed, and the Six of Cups reversed, now you see how it is, okay? Now, those are the reverse cards. Now, if we go back where they were, it's totally different now. Okay? Now, it's going back like this right now. But if we have a bigger picture now, it seems to be that. So if I take all this over here, so we have the Three of Cups, Six of Water. I'll take all the upright cards, but I'll put all these reverse cards in different way. Okay, so those are the upright cards. These are reverse cards. Okay, take it over here. So we have the Queen of Water. We have the Nine of Water. So I'll put it over here as well. So I'll put them in different ways. We have the reverse card over here. Upright card, upright card, upright card. You see that? See, it's getting more bigger because now we have all these upright cards. So, we have the Two of Air. We have the King of Wands reversed. Okay. King of Cups is upright, followed by the Four of Waters upright. Okay. We have, so we have the Five of Fire is upright. So we have the Strength card reversed. Eight of Wands is upright. Three of Air is upright, and the Hermit card is upright. Okay? Now, we have to figure this out. So we have the Four of Wands is upright, followed by the Ace of Wands is upright, and we have the Four of Air is upright. So do you see a difference here? We have all these upright cards here that I'm going to show you. Okay, these are all the upright cards here. That's a lot of upright cards. This is only a few of the reverse cards. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 reverse cards. Now, I don't know why that there's 8 reverse cards here. But we have lots of uprights. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have 20 upright cards. That's interesting. Okay. So now we're going to figure this out. Okay. So basically you can overcome any problem. That's the thing. But you have to take your time, right? Now, this is how it is. Let's see between all my 8 reverse cards followed by the 20 upright cards. Let's see a big, huge difference here. Okay. Now, this is a huge reading. This is the last and final round I'm going to do this. Then I will be using the playing card to see who's following you. And this is the scene to be as it is, okay? Because this is what it is, okay? So here we go. So we're going to look at this a little bit more, okay? Now, we're going to look at, okay, so we have all these upright cards. So I'll put all the upright cards in different way, how it is. Then I'll put on the reverse cards on top, and then I'll see a difference there. Okay, and now I might add more cards. So we have the Three of Cups is upright, followed by the Six of Water. So you see a difference there? I do. Then we have the Swords is upright, followed by Four of Earth. Hangman is upright, Nine of Water. You see a difference? I do. Going back from the water signs, going back from the earth signs, right? From air. And I just said about the water signs. Queen of Water, King of Cups, Knight of Water, and now the Emperor. Now I don't have any room. Do you see it? No, I don't have any room. But I can easily put two of Arrows between the water signs and the Three of Cups. I can put the King of Cups followed by where? So we have the King of Cups here, but we can put a King of Cups here. Do you see a difference here? Yeah, right? Now we have the Four of Water. Well, the Four of Water could be, over here. Now we have the five of air. Now, or five of fire. Sorry, not air. It could be over here. Now the Eight of Wands, yes, over here. Three of air. Now go back from the two of air. Go back to the three of air. So three of air could be over here. The Hermit card is over here, followed by the Four of Wands. Now, the Five of Fire is here, but I can easily put the Four of Wands can be over here. Ace of Wands can be over here, followed by the Four of Air. Now go back to air. See, do you see how that is? Yes. Now it's going to get more. Now we have to figure out about all these reverse cards that I just said. 8 reverse cards. So we have the Four of Cups. So I'll put that reversed here. Then we have the Page of Swords is reversed. I'll put it over here. I'll put the Seven of Swords over here. Six of Cups, well, obviously over here. Two of Cups, over here. The Empress, well, over here. King of Wands, reverse, over here. And last but not least is the Strength card reversed over here. So now you see a difference here, okay? Now when it goes back from the fire signs, it can continue. But it seems that you have this, you can overcome any problem. That's what you have to do, right? Now it's like, okay, well, yes, you're having that simple way of how it is, but you have to figure that seems to be, right? Now, overall, without any question whatsoever, I'm going to do something. And let's see. Doing something different. So I'll do this is the last one, okay, you all? So let's see what's going on with all of this here. The reverse cards, what's going on, what's behind it. So let's see. So yeah, yep. So we have all this what's going on, okay? Now let's see. I did not say about the Two of Fire, so we have the Two of Fire. You are overcoming to your own new partnerships or contracts. Continue to move forward. Didn't I say that? Yes, I did. So now it's going to the fire signs now. You have the Ten of Earth, a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. Didn't I say mention about the little things? Yes. Then you have the Ten of Air. Wow. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from addiction. Exactly. That's what it seems to be. Right? Now, let's see over here. King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. Open your heart, mind to those around you. Trustworthy, heartfelt advice, charity work, right? Let's see over here. You have Page of Earth. Is scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging. A new era of study. Wow. And last one. The Center of Earth is seeds well planted. A temporary pause in action. Unnecessary worry. You know, that this is what I'm trying to get at here. I said about the earth signs. And did I mention about the earth signs? I did. The earth signs is Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. You know, this is what it is right now. From the difference between the reverse cards compelling to the upright cards, we have more upright cards than the reverse cards. That's the difference. You know, you have to figure out what's going on here. It's that simple. It's that way of that direction. Because you have to impose that you can do this. It's not like me writing off you a list and saying, do this for me, get this for me. No, I'm not doing that. I'm telling you about this huge, humongous picture that you have to see. You have to believe that you can do this, right? This is how it seems to be, and you have to remember that everything can be very good at what you can do. No one can do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. And that's what it seems to be. You know, if you have to wait and you're waiting for your soulmate and you know the universe is going to give it to you, fine. But you have to wait until week by week, month by month, or year by year. Like, that's what it seems to be. But you have to remember that you have to seeing and believing of what's going on. Seeing the picture and believing in it. Because you have to know exactly what you're going to do. You know, it's that simple. It's that direction. It's that, you know, way of how it is. Yes, it looks like a uh, darn dilemma, but you have to look at that, right? It's that simple. Like, if you can overcome a problem, then fine. But you have to look at that, my example earlier about you're looking at from you're having a good day with your friends and everything is all peachy and everything is all great. Then all of a sudden you're having a bad day because you're having conflict with your friends or there's something wrong. You know, you have to look at that way of that direction of what you're looking for. You know, it's that simple. But before I let you all go, you have to pay attention to what's going on. You have to see it. You have to believe it. You have to know what the pattern is. Because we have all kinds of 12 zodiac signs in here. From earth, fire, water, air. Like that's four elements that represents the air signs, the water signs, the earth signs, the fire signs. Exactly. But you have to believe that you can do this. Believing is one way that you can do it. You have to do that. Now, I did say something about the playing card, didn't I say that? Yeah. Let's see what's going on. We have the seven of spades. Seven of spades represents, oh, air signs. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So now that's what it seems to be. I hope that you guys enjoy about this entire reading. Enjoy about this. Give this a like. Give it all. Enjoy. I hope that you guys will enjoy this. Remember how everything seems to be, and yeah, that's what I have for you. So I hope that this helps, and I hope that you guys will enjoy this. Remember how it seems to be. Enjoy, and this is how it seems to be. So thank you very much. Have a good day to you all, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye.